Welcome back to another episode of Who Got the Aux Podcast. Thank you for listening. It's been a lot. A lot has happened. A lot has happened. I was sitting here trying to think about what I wanted to really pin on. Because like I said, I'm doing these short forms right now, so I don't really have time to waste on just random stuff. Trump announced that he's running for president again. Not everyone, but all his supporters were excited about that. I don't know. I don't care. I'm not caught up in that. I just laugh that people have that much faith in a human being like that. And of course somebody would say, "Oh, black people was like that with Obama," but it's like that had more historical things, like black man becoming a president in a country that enslaved black people. That kind of had different tone to it. This is just a wealthy Caucasian man that there's plenty of those in America, right? But people are excited about that, so should be making up for an interesting election in 2 years. A lot of political stuff. The House is with the Republicans, the Senate with the Democrats. So what does that mean for us? Nothing will happen. One side will push something, the other side will filibuster, whatever that word is, and vice versa. And we'll be sitting here 2 more years still believing that these people are actually trying to change things. That's another show for another time. Also, her loss dropped. I was in traffic yesterday. I rarely drive because I work from home. And I'm definitely not in traffic a lot. I decided to throw it on. I haven't finished it yet, but it gives me what I was hoping for. I was hoping it would be like a Future Drake collab where Future Drake goes into Future world, Future goes into Drake world. But I think they work more because Future walks the R&B line as well, so they can go. Whereas this one, a couple of songs in a row, I couldn't even tell the difference between Drake and 21's voice, unless Drake was just on a lot of songs that said featuring 21 Savage and 21 wasn't on there. But yeah, it definitely felt like when they wanted to go the R&B route, Drake just took it over, and then when they wanted to go the rap route. But it's great. But I still say, I've said it before, like one of the best collabs that really don't get talked about is Future and Drake, like, because they can go, like, Future could do trap rap, Drake could do track rap, Drake could do the R&B, Future can trap R&B or whatever, and Future could do it. So good album so far. I gotta finish it. I got a long list of albums, R&B and rap to get to. I've added some new songs to that playlist. I dropped Chill Vibe. You can the links are on the Instagram. I have a Spotify playlist and an Apple playlist, free for your listening pleasures. Use it for holidays, parties, or the whatever else you want to use it for. I'm just trying to cover the quick stuff before I get into the 2 main topics. Thanksgiving is right around the corner, which is nuts. I put on my TikTok, who is binge watching 2022 right now, because we are flying through this year. Thanksgiving next week. I don't even know what to expect. Like, usually, you know what I'm saying, usually I have time to think about it, like, oh, I can't wait to eat the food, blah blah. I'm like, but it's next week. Maybe that's all part of growing up, who knows. And I think that's it. So I wanted to discuss these issues because they kind of had the same parallel in a sense. So we had the first off, prayers to the people that passed from these situations. Obviously that probably means nothing, but it's the least I can do from where I am, from where I'm sitting. Prayers to them, prayers to those that passed, and to the family that has to grieve with what's going on. We had the Virginia shooting situation, and we have the Shanquella Robinson situation. Both are very disturbing. Death is already disturbing in a sense, right? And people dying young from tragic incidents are also disturbing. But what makes these incidents even more disturbing is what's being reported is that these were from the deaths were given out from people who were close to them, who were to be trusted in a sense, right? So if you haven't heard these situations, the Miss Robinson situation, she passed away in Cabo. And the story goes that the mother talked to her the night before, and she said we were about to have dinner, and they had a chef or something, and then that was the last time she talked to her. Fast forward, the friends called and said, oh, she has a headache, she's not feeling good, And then fast forward, and I'm talking fast forward. Oh, she passed away. They're picking her up from the resort. The friends go back. We ain't even gonna call them friends. The people go back. I guess I should say that. She was in Cabo with a group of what was supposed to be friends celebrating someone's birthday. So think about how many times you've gone on trips with your friends. You know, Mexico, Vegas, LA, wherever. You're not, the last thing you're thinking is, the group I went with is going to kill me. The whole time we're smiling and laughing, they all have an idea of doing something to me. That's why it's so disturbing, because it's like, how can you even trust? You know what I'm saying? I know plenty of people that take group trips to Mexico, to Jamaica, to Cabo. And so then, yeah, all that happened. Then they left her there. They come back home. They ain't trying to just act like nothing happened. Left her there. Parents trying to get answers. I don't know if the body has been brought back yet, but that's a foreign country. I know Mexico's close, but they left the body in a foreign country. These friends. Then a couple of days later, a video dropped. I probably watched like 2 seconds of it. And in 2 seconds, just knowing how it ended made it more disturbing. That's why I don't even like to watch this stuff, but it just kind of caught me off guard. There's a video, because, we're in 2022. Everyone has to, record their crimes and everything. They were like beating her up, and that was all I saw. Now, the description says that somebody recording was telling her to fight back, and she didn't fight back. I just couldn't watch it. I saw a little bit of it, and I got out of there. But there's a video. And she passed away from like a broken neck, spine, like beat her to death, bro. People you went on a vacation with, friends, and then left her there. Like, so that's the first one. I was finna go into wrapping it up, but that's the first situation. The second situation in Virginia, which more is coming out now, 3 football players and I believe another young lady were shot and killed, and another football player was shot in his back. They were on a chartered bus coming back from a trip or something, and eyewitnesses say that he wasn't shooting at random. This was I believe it was another teammate. He wasn't shooting at random. He was shooting at people specifically. It's reported that he shot one of the people while they were sleeping, so God rest his soul. And then the running back, he told the bus driver to stop, got off, and when he came back, the shooter was there. He ran, shot him in his back, and I'm playing it in my head. It's just horrible. And so yeah, they just got to shoot on the bus. Three football players, and again, you're on a field trip. You're assuming, we're teammates or we're all in this together type of deal. And you're on a chartered bus, like nowhere to go. And, the story about the running back is a beautiful story. They had an interview with his mom on ESPN. You should go check that out. And, he just tell that he felt like he had to do something. He was running back. And unfortunately, when he came back, the shooter was at the door. So he ran. But they were saying he warned some people to go, and because he yelled to stop the bus. And so very heroic things, but again, disturbing because, this isn't, you're out randomly or someone is, someone you do not know is causing this harm. This is people who are to be trusted, or so we think. And again, prayers, I said it before, prayers to everyone in that situation. I mean, especially now, this timing around the holiday season, Thanksgiving, and my point with bringing those up is just like, what is going on? Between that, you have, you had the Takeoff shooting, you had the P&B Rock shooting. I've done episodes on that. But what is this new thing where people are going to the extent of, we're going to plan a trip, we're going to do all this? Because this isn't the first time that happened. I remember a while ago, years ago, there was a situation, I want to say it was Kanika Jenkins, I believe in Chicago. I don't know if y'all followed that story. It was a young lady that was found in the freezer, dead. And then there's all these hotel videos showing her walking, and everybody was just trying to watch and figure it out. And she was with a group full of people, same thing, supposed to be friends. and there's still no answer on who did it. The story is she was drunk and wandered. She was just wandering in a hotel and wandered all the way to a freezer in the kitchen. Like, now, and I'm replaying that because I remember watching that. That was disturbing. But it's like, if you got an issue with somebody, I think this worries me more because I've talked about this all year. And I've been candid. I've had family members come at me crazy. I had to block or like, talking nuts because of what they feel, whatever this is, success or whatever. Or, I had people, oh, you moved out to California. I'm from Tennessee and Detroit/Memphis. Oh, you moved out to California, you changed and da-da-da. And I'm just like, I think that triggers me a little bit because I'm like, I'm sure that's the type of mindset that has people plotting to kill people to the point where they all like actors. They like, oh no, we good. We gonna turn up, boom, take a flight, go to a country. Like, this is premeditated. You're not gonna tell me that everything was good. Something happened at dinner and then they all decided to beat the shit out of her, kill her, leave her there. You know what I'm saying? Like this is premeditated. These people have met outside of this person. Say with the shooting. And then, they're talking about this guy had priors, with a weapon. That's always a story, right? They get priors, they've been arrested, whatever. They in our justice system, they back on the street, and it's not until they do something like this where we need to put them away. It takes this for attention to happen, for justice to be served in a sense. But back to, like, if you feeling that way about somebody, and if you feel that way about me, I would much rather you just stay away from me, man. And stay away from those people. Because it never, like, what do you get out of that? What do you get out of ending someone's life based off of envy or jealousy or whatever their motives are? Clearly it's nothing good, but like, what do you get out of that? Nothing. Once this person's long gone, you think that all of a sudden whatever's in you is based off that person? No, whatever's in you is in you. It's not that person. Don't take your insecurities, your jealousy, your envy, whatever anger, and try to put it on someone and say, you're the reason why I feel this way. No, you need help. You need therapy. You need to talk to somebody because you're going to kill that person. And then if you don't get caught because y'all all sloppy and y'all go to jail and y'all just don't care, you're going to meet somebody else that makes you feel that way and somebody else that makes you feel that way because it's you. They keep trying to make it seem like it's them. Like these people that are killing people. Same with the rappers. PNB Rock and Takeoff or any other rappers. It's not them. It's not their jury that's making you do that. It's not the fact that they're rich and you're poor that's making you do that. You have some issues that you need to fix. And you can go take as many lives as you want, get as much money, much jewelry, whatever the case may be. You're still going to be empty and angry and sad and depressed and insecure, whatever those things are. It's still going to be there because it's you. So I don't know who I'm talking to, but if you one of those people that even crossed your mind, just go get help because killing them ain't going to fix nothing. All it's going to do is ruin it. It's going to cut a beautiful life short. It's going to ruin the lives of those that care for them. And you're still going to be empty and you might end up being incarcerated or, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what's the point? Like, what is the point? It's not worth it. You're making permanent decisions off of temporary feelings. Makes no sense, man. It's just, I'm reading this and it's just like these people are young. And then I get into the mindset. Like, one of the guys was shot in his sleep. He was so comfortable enough to think that he can take a nap. I've been on those trips. I've been on football teams. It wasn't a football, but I've been on charter buses where we're going from here to here and you just fall asleep, or field trips. And I think he didn't wake up. If you glass half full, he didn't, he went peacefully, but the kid had been maybe 20, 21, get shot in his sleep. This girl going to celebrate. I know that feeling. You get the time off. You pack your bags, you get to the airport, y'all drinking, y'all toast. She calls her mom, hey, ma. I know that feeling of that first night. That's one of the best feelings. If you ever taken trips with friends or taken vacations, the best feeling, one of the best feelings is when you get off that plane, you get to your destination, you check in with no problems, you walk into a beautiful resort, and you go, we're here. And to know that the whole time that it was going to end, like, that's just awful, man. So, this world is crazy. It's always been, but I want to say that, social media and internet has definitely accelerated the process of craziness. And I honestly think because now everything's shown, Takeoff body was shown, P&B Rock's body was shown, blood. I didn't watch it. This is what I was hearing. That fight is on there. And now it's like everyone's lives is like a reality show. Like the same way you watch a reality show and then somebody gets sent home. That's how dying is like getting sent home to people. So now it's like, dang, all right. Like no one's really processing what's going on. Like each death, minimum 30, 40 people, sisters, brothers, cousins, aunties, coworkers, whatever, are affected. And long afterwards, because it's going to hurt in the beginning and then you find some type of solace to feel, but like 5 years, 10 years, she should have been 25. She should have been 30. She should have been 35. He should have been 20. He should have went deep. He could have went to the draft. We're not going to see him get married. We're not going to get grandkids from him. They're not going to achieve the highest of what they could. That's where my brain goes when a life is lost. Because I'm looking at myself at 32, and when I was 22, I couldn't imagine this. And I'm still wanting more. But even where I'm at 32, I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine if my life got cut short at 22, and knowing that if this was 10 years later, and most of these people are 22, 23 years old. 10 years later, they could be whole life's changed, and we'll never know now off of some envy, jealousy, temporary emotion, making permanent decisions. So very unfortunate. I hope whatever justice can be served is served. Whatever peace is needed can be brought to those people. And I just hope that, those people, if you're on the edge, if you feel like that's something you might do or need to do, just go get help because it's not them. I can tell you that. It's not them. It's you. Whatever you think is going to fix it, it's not. Money, jewelry, envy, jealousy, it don't matter. It's you. So go get help and don't make permanent decisions. With that being said, thank you for listening to another episode of my podcast, WhoGotTheAux.com, full audio for all audio only previous episodes. Who Got the Aux on YouTube for all videos, shorts, how-to videos, different video content pieces. Who Got the Aux on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Instagram, Facebook, and TikTok, and then WhoGotTheAux_ on Twitter. Anywhere else, just search Who Got the Aux. I'm probably going to be there. Till next time, I appreciate y'all listening. If you're watching, I appreciate you. If you watching, I appreciate you watching. If you see me, I appreciate you watching. I forgot my closeout. See y'all at the next one. That's an alarm. Look at that. Perfect timing. See y'all. Peace out.